Hello, beautiful people. So I don't know if this is going to be a long one or a short one. I really don't know. My son has gone with his dad to go and pick up his brother from school, and I've just said, can I just chill out for a little bit so I can make a video? But I didn't really know what I wanted to do other than just to say one very important thing, and it's actually the reason why I'm posting the video. I just don't know where I'm going to go with it. I mean, I've got my cards here, but I don't even know if I'll use them. Who's that? Oh, Jesus. I just shuffled them. I actually just finished shuffling them. Hello. Yeah, I didn't know he'd landed there. Hello, Yeshua. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this quick impromptu video, my plan had been, for those of you who saw, and it's not many of you actually, I did yesterday, so last night, I did what is my favorite video so far. It's the one that means the most to me. It's gotten a very small amount of views, but when I did the video, I set the intention to please make sure that it gets to who it needs to get to, yeah? It is, I don't want to go over it. It's quite short. It's only 6 minutes. So if this interests you, if what I'm saying now interests you, then go back and listen to it, please, if you haven't. But I mean, I will say one thing before I get started. I spoke to my friend who's very good with statistics, and so what happened was I pulled out 2 cards. I had them already in my hand and said Archangel Michael showed me something about these cards. I showed those cards on camera first. I put them back in the deck, and then I did a shuffle, and the exact same 2 cards came out in the exact same order that I had them out to begin with. And the chances of that happening, according to my friend Anthony, are 1 in 6,006. So thank you very much for that, Anthony. And thank you so much, Archangel Michael, because that was his way of really stamping home, the message that he had given me. But it gets better. Not only did he show me, so it was the night before that he had given me a vision and explained something to me. He then did that magic card trick. Oh God, the last time I used the word magic, I had someone saying, that has nothing to do with Jesus. Yeah, that's devil's trickery. But we're going to talk about the devil in a second, actually. Magic is just the word that comes out because it's like a magic trick. It's clearly not magic trick, okay? It's clearly Archangel Michael manipulating the cards, yeah? Because he really wanted to stamp that message home. And to make it even more magical, there you go, that's just to piss some people off. The second I pressed, post? So I made the video, and then once I hit post, in that same moment, I got my 144th subscriber. And that was not lost on me, but I didn't mention anything about it. And yet some beautiful lady in my comments section, she did pick up on it. So thank you very much for drawing attention to that. Yes, I love, and I'm wearing my blue right now. I don't usually wear this because it's not, I tend to prefer bright colors, but I am wearing my dark navy in honor of Archangel Michael because he is just so phenomenal. Now, what I want to say before I do or don't do cards, the reason I'm sending this message, okay, that's interesting, that didn't come from me. So what happened was last night after I posted that message, I did hear from somebody who has been going through, a really tough time, but, is sort of really starting to find a lot of solace in a lot of these messages and really starting to kind of turn a page and move forward in a good direction spiritually. And then she showed me, so she was quite uplifted by the message actually, because it did resonate with her. She then showed me something that had come up on her phone, and it had disturbed her. Yeah, it bugged her, and I've received the same message on my phone countless times actually, and I'm wondering if anyone else has. It's a message that it's like an energy reading, energy update or something, and it says that Archangel Michael is crying because he's trying to reach you because 3 beings are conspiring to bring about your demise, basically. Now, I have put her at ease, but for anybody else who receives things like this, I want to make something very clear. Archangel Michael does not use fear. He does not use fear when he communicates with you. If you are unsure as to whether you're receiving some communication from Archangel Michael, please know that fear is not in his DNA, okay? He does not instill fear. And also the idea, see, this is how the devil works, okay? He will instill a little bit of truth, okay? A little bit of truth there, right? So that it feels kind of real. And yes, it's true, there are people going through psychic attacks. And yes, it's true that they are essentially what they want is to bring about your soul's demise. That is true. In whatever way, shape, or form that takes place. But here's the thing. Where the bullshit begins, right? Where he then twists the truth. And it's interesting because only last night Michael was talking about somebody whose soul was twisted and twisted and twisted. The devil likes to twist the truth. So where it's twisted is in this idea that Michael can't reach you. He's crying because he can't reach you. I'm sorry, but does this look like the kind of being who cries because he can't reach you? Take a look at that sword, yeah? Take a look at that sandal stamping on a demon's head. Michael will reach you and intervene when God says so, okay? He is built for that. He was made for that. That is his one job. He leads God's army of angels, okay? He does not have fear, and he does not want us to have fear. If we haven't been delivered yet, it's because he's building up a case against these beings, whether you want to think of it in terms of the unseen world or the world right here. It doesn't really matter. Same rules apply. Divine scales of justice don't care, right? It's about the intention of that being or that person. He will build up a case, yeah? As he did in the reading I told you about last night. That's exactly what he did, yeah? He let her twist until she couldn't twist anymore, yeah? And then down he comes. And you will be delivered when you're ready. When are you ready? When God says you're ready. Yeah. Was there anything else I wanted to say about that? I mean, you know, I will just say this, and I know it's going to make the reading longer and it'll probably get less views, but it doesn't matter because I'm really here right now in particular for people who genuinely not only connect with and love God's angels, yeah, because they are often the unsung heroes, you know, in particular in I have been in Christian groups in my life, and you know they're always talking about Yeshua, which of course he's number one, there's no denying that, but they don't talk much about angels. The amount of times I've had a Christian say to me, oh, you know, I never really thought about angels much, but do you have any idea how hard they work, yeah, for God, for us, yeah? They work for us, for God, basically. They are God's way of taking care of us. So a little bit of gratitude wouldn't go astray. I am talking to people who feel gratitude towards angels for everything they ever do. So if that means that it's going to trickle down to 3 or 5 viewers, then so be it. Now, I was once told, this is just how the devil works, okay? When I first started my journey, I was fairly new to having a relationship with him, at least that I was aware of. I woke up to an email one morning, and the email said, your guardian angel, who I knew was Michael, your guardian angel has fallen to the dark side, right? And I got a bit of a bad feeling, okay, but I kind of ignored it. But then I put on the TV and something came on with a similar kind of message. And I thought, oh God, no. It started to freak me out. And then I started to really, really panic. And I pulled some tarot cards on it. And this is why I say you got to be careful with tarot. So this was back in the day where I used tarot as a crutch. And I didn't bless them. I always bless them with holy water now, always. And I will sit with them and I'll meditate. I have prayed. I've been praying a lot today. So I have my cards and yes, they're blessed. And I've got, you know, my angel right here because I'm talking about him. But look, I shuffle the cards, and I'm not lying. God is my witness. I shuffle the cards and put them down and hit record, and then I just happened to notice that we've also got Jesus as well, which is also what happened yesterday. Yeah, I had them both, and Angel Raphael as well. Now, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Sorry, sometimes when I go off on tangents, I do struggle to come back, but some of you will already know that about me. What was I saying? Yes, okay, so I had those two bits of information that really unsettled me, and then I went and pulled tarot, okay? Now, the tarot told me that it was true, that he had fallen to the dark side, yeah? Had Michael come out with the devil and the tower. And I was meant to take my kids to the museum that day. Now, because I was still so new to the game, I fell for it. I fell for it. And I said to the dad, I'm so sorry, but I cannot take them. You're going to have to take them. Now, I was very blessed in that he knows me and he understood what it meant to me to think that, Michael the Archangel would have fallen. Could have fallen. He didn't believe it himself, but he could see how rattled I was and how much it meant to me. And so he took them, thankfully. But I spent that day in a heap. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do anything. I just paced. It was, I honestly felt like I died. When I meditated that night, and I did go to, the Akashic plane. So that's where I go for the very, very important things. That's where I go. I had Jesus come to me and he said, look, the devil has played a really, really nasty game on you today, and you can't let him get to you like that. That's exactly what he wanted. Sorry. Yeah. So he said, but you know, Michael has been watching you all day. He's watched you all day, and he saw how much you love him, and it's only made him love you more. Okay, so it wasn't like something terrible happened in the end. Well, other than me not being able to take my children to the museum. But then he said to me, you know, look, you need to understand. This is Jesus, sorry, Yeshua. He said, Michael will never stray because it's not in his DNA. Okay, and that stuck with me. And from that point on, you know, and some of you might be listening to this thinking, how could you honestly fall for something like that? Well, you know, I was spiritually speaking still quite young and impressionable, and I hadn't been on the journey with him that long. And I guess, you know, what I thought to myself, and this was the devil talking through me. Well, you know, if Lucifer fell, then what's to say that, you know, Michael wouldn't fall? But you got to remember that Lucifer was made with that capability in him in the first place, because it was all done on purpose. Yeah, it was always God's plan. So I wonder, and I have no idea what cards are going to come out now, because I don't have a message. Yesterday I had a very specific message, and then the cards, that was crazy. Yeah, absolutely mind-boggling. Let's see, will we get 3, Michael? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm looking at those lovely bags under my eyes too. You can thank my son for hopping into my bed really, really early in the morning. What are we getting? Okay. Oh, okay. So I have some beautiful cards, but you know what? I've never read The Magician this way before, but I have to because they came out together. Okay, so I'm getting an imposter. I'm getting an imposter here. Okay, so we have, do you see the position? I've never noticed this. They're in the same position. The Magician is in the same position as Yeshua, yeah? Looking very similar, both holding up flames, yeah? But that is not Yeshua. And I mean, obviously they're not trying to say it is, but I cannot shake this imposter feeling I'm getting. Okay. Well, isn't that interesting? Because I actually said that this morning. I was talking to someone. I said the devil just, he wants so much to be God, doesn't he? But he just cannot be. He's just this ridiculous clown with these ridiculous shoes that don't even fit him, all tied up. Well, this is the 8 of Swords in this deck, which is, yes, basically getting into your head. That's all he can do, is get into your head. Yeah, all tied up. Now, what do we have here? I mean, I'm getting with this, the appreciation card I'm getting. So this is not, sometimes it's one particular message. I'm getting a few messages from each card here. Appreciation is what I was saying. Can we please take a moment to appreciate everything that the angels do for us? And now why do we have the yin yang card? Give me a moment. Why do we have the yin yang card? Because I'm drawn to, I'm going to need more information. I am drawn to the blue and the orange. I'm missing something. I'm missing something. I'm going to get one more for clarification. Can we make it a little clearer, please? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. What am I missing? 8 and 9. See, I could have come up with something and pretended, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to pretend. Action. What are you doing to me? Oh, okay. Okay. So we have, why are we back onto a love triangle though? I don't want to do that. Because I know we've got here, there are 2 masculines. Okay. 2 masculines. Both brokenhearted. And I know this. Yes. And they've really attached themselves to a feminine. I do know that. Oh, okay. And they're both coming forward. But what? Oh, I just heard counterpart. So that's what the yin yang card was. Yes, yes, yes. They're not her counterpart. They want to be. They want to be, but they're not. Oh, okay. Right. This is not a linear message. And it's really different, I think, to any reading I've ever done before. Okay, they're coming. They're on their way. Okay, they're on their way. Just be careful, feminines. Yeah, here we go. The devil wants to tie you up with something that's not from God. And that connects to the second last reading that I did, actually. Is there anything else are you joking me? That's not from God. Yeah? The devil wants to tie you up with something that is not from God. Jesus is God, yeah? Okay, we're done.